Hi, folks. This is Rick Doc Walker, the DOC.
This is John Kine, and you're listening to the Mess Hall with Rally Captain and Tailgate Ted.
What's going on, Rally? You ready for this blackout on Monday?
I may not be wearing it, but I have it, and I can't wait for it.
I was actually thinking the same thing, man, because I don't have a black Commanders jersey with Tailgate Ted on the back. Right, Mrs. Tailgate has she's got Terry McLaurin jersey.
Slipping.
I don't got that Temu hookup you do for your jerseys, right? And I've got a black Chase Young jersey, which I am never going to wear, and I've got a black Sean Taylor that they came out with afterwards. But I always wear my Tailgate Ted jersey, and I'm superstitious. Right. So I feel like I have to wear that to the game. Maybe I'll wear some black socks, which no one will ever see. But I don't know. I just
underwear black, socks black. I mean,
got to do so. I don't think I'm going to wear a black jersey.
T-shirt.
Yeah, I can do a black T-shirt. I can get a black, a black
take your jersey off for the show, and then put the jersey back on after the show so that you can be in black. You don't want to stand out, bro. Don't be that guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least the Bears don't have the same colors as us, right? You remember years ago when we did the Cowboys game and they did a whiteout?
Yeah.
Said, you guys understand the Cowboys have white jerseys, right? So depending on looking at this, people are going to think we got flooded again by the Cowboys. And that was the old regime that had no common sense, that brought out the Sean Taylor wire statue and all this other mess. But I am looking forward to it.
Modell statue, yeah.
I actually think they might have just got that from a Modell's to shut down probably in D.C. And they, just brought it back over to us and put some scotch tape on the helmet after the fact. But we are recording this a little bit later because they are playing on Monday night, and you and I both had some things going on. But before we get into the game, yeah, that's a story for another day that maybe we'll talk to you all about, at a live pod or, maybe a live rally that you are hosting on Sunday. So for those that don't know, and I got to assume everyone does, but those that don't know, can you give the details about the home rally that you're doing this Sunday?
Yeah, it's going to be at a Hyatt Social in Clarendon, Virginia. It has Metro access. It also has street parking, garage parking. And the beautiful thing is this, everybody always says that, hey, I want to just sit home on a lazy Sunday and watch the games. Well, Hyatt Social opens up at 11 o'clock. They have a great brunch. They have plenty of TVs. You'll be able to watch the games up until the rally. The official kickoff for the rally is at 4. So it's going to be a great crowd. And I can't wait to see everybody there. From 4 to 7 is the official rally. And this is the first time, realistically, that we are truly having a home rally for a home game. All the rallies normally take place on the road, but this is the first time that we're going to have a rally for the team here. So actually, second time. I take that back. Second time because we had one a couple years back at another spot, but this is official here.
Yeah, that'll be nice, man. That'll be nice. The Cowboys play the Panthers at 1 o'clock. So we got to watch the Eagles lose last night to the Giants.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Everyone that's in attendance gets there early, and you get to watch the Panthers whoop up on the Cowboys, and then get to hang out with Rally Captain and Santana Moss over at Hyatt Social. Guys, have a drink for me just in case I can't make it through that door, because Sunday we are expecting a massive rainstorm to come through, and I'm going to be doing all my tailgate prep in the rain, which is going to be absolutely miserable. But luckily, you guys are going to be in a nice, warm, covered area.
No tents.
Tailgate prepping. Nah, man. I'm literally, my Sunday is running back and forth to multiple stores and packing up the van. I'm going to Restaurant Depot. I'm going to Costco. I'm going to BJ's. I'm going to Harris Teeter. Right, and just loading the van and getting it ready. And 0 tents for me to load that thing up. So my Sunday is going to be miserable. I want you all to have fun for me. And then I will see everyone on Monday a little earlier than we're used to, because the team actually put on the website that there is a travel advisory. The team is opening up the red zone lot at 2 o'clock for the Monday night game. Typically, the parking lot's open 4 hours ahead of time. The red zone opens 5 hours because it's an 8:15 kick. The red zone should be opening up at 3:15. They're opening the red zone up at 2. And the regular lots opened up at 3 o'clock. So we're getting an extra hour's worth of tailgating. And not to talk about the furlough, I know there are some people out there that are affected. Now, my family's affected by it, right? And I pray for everyone else out there that is. If you guys aren't working because of that, or because it's a holiday, Indigenous People Day on Monday, get out to the lots earlier, right? I mean, they're letting us get there early.
You're going to have
advantage.
to. You're definitely going to have to.
Doug Cameron was on with B. Mitch and Finley. He's saying that this storm might stay further south. So come Sunday, I'm looking at it right now, and that is Las Vegas. So let me change that to Landover, Maryland. So I'm thinking, all right, this looks amazing. Nope, that is Las Vegas. So he's saying on Monday that we might actually luck out. The rain percentage just dropped down to 40%. I'm seeing during the day chance of rain at 50, but at nighttime, clear skies, 5 to 10 mile an hour winds, and a low of 54. So for the game, might be looking better, and for the tailgate, seems like we might be better. I mean, Hale Barbecue, we're going to have extra tents to try and keep everybody dry as much as we possibly can. All right. So hope you guys are able to come out and come hang out with us. We actually have a special DJ this week. It's Chris Styles. So not sure if you've seen Chris, but he did the Caps home opener, right? The red carpet event. He does a bunch of stuff around the DMV. So we're excited to have him out there. And we also have a law firm, Price Benowitz, sponsoring us again this week. I just picked up 300 pickles today. So that's how my Friday has gone. This couldn't have looked more like a drug transaction if I tried. Man. All right, so I'm driving.
Pickles are a drug to some people.
I'm driving, and I pull over at a rest stop in Maryland, right? And I call this guy up, never met him before in my life, tell him what kind of car I'm driving. He tells me what kind of car he's driving. He lifts up his trunk. I hand him an envelope of cash, and then he points inside the car, and I grab a cooler at that point. We shake hands and then part ways. Right, I picked up 300 special ordered dill pickles for the Chicago dogs. So this way I had them because he wanted me to grab them on Sunday, but there was no way in hell I was driving to Baltimore on a Sunday to deal with that mess. But we got a special Chicago menu with a little bit of a twist, basically what we did last year for that Hail Mary game. But we added a couple of stabs at Caleb for our dessert and some other fun stuff. So looking forward to it, man.
Oh, man, I can't wait to make my way there and get a Chicago dog. I look forward to that.
I got some, hopefully no one's got a drug test coming up because we had a special order, some poppy seed hot dog rolls.
Oh,
so it's not a Chicago dog unless you use those type of rolls. So Pop's Bakery in Northeast DC, not too far from Howard, ended up helping us out with that order. So it'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to a good tailgate out there.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Well, you always throw the bomb tailgate anyway, so that's not going to even be an issue, and the food is always good, so not even worried about that at all.
Speaking of food, did you get your Victory Tomahawk this week, or are you just too busy?
I was too busy to eat, man. At least the way I wanted to eat. So it looks like the next time that I will be able to have that will be in Dallas. That's what it looks like. Because I guess things are going to slow down this week coming up for me after the Monday night game. So what I may do is after we win Monday night, maybe Wednesday, if I can, go out to eat and have my tomahawk.
There you go. Actually, I think I saw like a special at Ruth Chris. It was like 3 courses or something. I'll have to send that to you. Like 3 courses for like $50 or like $60. I don't think it's a tomahawk for 3 courses that price, but maybe make the missus get that one, and you still get the nice one. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, she's a vegetarian anyway, so she doesn't worry about that type of stuff.
What the hell does she eat at Ruth Chris? Just a Caesar salad?
She gets a salad, and she gets like the salmon and stuff like that.
So I did see that she made Fox 5 Like It or Not this week.
Can you believe that?
So that's my buddy, Jim Loke, who actually comes to the tailgate. And those that don't know, there was a segment on the local Fox affiliate here does a show called Like It or Not, where they kind of ask the panel if they like kind of the topic. So I didn't see it live. I just saw Mrs. Rowley's post on her Facebook or something. And for
Graham.
those that don't know what we're talking about, can you kind of elaborate?
So we're in LA, and I took I had a group of people, obviously, for SB events that traveled with us to the LA game. And so a part of the package was the stadium tour. So I take my group on the stadium tour. She holds back and goes to a Pilates class. So anytime she travels out of town or we travel out of town, she likes to try to find a Pilates class. So I'm off at the stadium tour doing my thing, and she's on her way to Pilates class. And she's been wanting to get a picture with Jaden for like since he's been on the team, and to no avail. She's never got a picture. Well, this time she's walking out waiting for her Uber to come take her to a Pilates class, and out comes Jaden at the same time. And apparently, she says that she asked for a picture, and he said no, basically. But then he got inside of his Uber and got back out of the Uber. And so she said, well, do you mind if I take one now? And he says, sure. And so she took the picture, posted it. She was showing all 32 teeth, as you know.
Oh yeah, I
And
would be too.
yeah, exactly, man. Because I haven't even gotten a picture with him yet. So not that I'm supposed to, but I'm like, damn. Normally I'm the one who gets all the good pictures, but not this time. So I didn't know that they would put it on their show. And so sure enough, all these people started saying, did you see this? Did you see this? And so, yeah.
So, and I haven't looked at the picture in depth. They basically said people were telling her to watch out for Mama Jackson.
Mama Jackson, yeah.
Jaden's mom saying, oh, she ain't going to be happy. Uh-oh, you're taking, watch out for her little boy type of thing. And I thought it was kind of hilarious because obviously we know Miss Jackson, right?
Yeah.
And then that whole thing about Mama Jackson getting in the middle of Jaden and Juju at the, March Madness. And then
Right.
Juju was there at the Chargers game. And Jaden, I guess, had some special, like, little handshake dap that took like 15 minutes for them to finish. And everyone's like, oh, what's going on here? And I just thought it was kind of funny that she made Fox News, Fox 5 with that whole picture and everything else, and people just kind of ragging on the fact that, oh, Jaden's mom's going to come after you. Because, I mean, she obviously has met Jaden's mom multiple times because she comes out to the rallies. So
it just goes to show you what people don't know. But it's funny.
It is, man.
So let me tell you, I don't know if you watch or if you've seen this, but I think it's on the gram or it may be on X. But guy always says, I swear that's Jaden's dad. Me. And I'm saying,
what? No.
Yeah. Oh man. Every time I take a picture when I'm on a flight, and I say, hey, I'm headed out to this city or whatever have you. The guy says, you can't tell me that you are not his dad. And I said, no, I'm not his dad. And I don't think we look alike, but everyone else says that we kind of favor each other. So, hey man, it is what it is.
I'm going to have to pull up a side-by-side picture of Jaden's dad and then you and see. No, man, you don't look alike.
No, I don't think so either. Maybe it's the angle that the picture on the plane is. I don't know, bro. But nevertheless, this guy always says, you can't pay me enough money to tell me that you're not his dad.
You're nicer than I am because I'd reply back and say we all don't look alike, man. Like,
damn,
just drop it. So I don't know.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure the guy's just joking. But hey, speaking of rumors, we want to debunk here. So we actually did have a couple people reply on Instagram on a little mailbag saying, is Rally working for the team now? And I replied back to them because, I handle the social media and everything else for us just because it's easier for me just to reply back. So I said, no, Rally is working with the team on this stuff. I'll let them hear it from you, but he is not an employee of the team. So maybe you can kind of squash some of this.
I work in conjunction with the team. They help me as far as, the swag and things of that nature to supply for the fans on the road. And they also are supplying the swag for the rally this Sunday. So yeah, that's the deal, folks. Let's not make this bigger than what it is. We don't need that. And if all you got to do is, if you got any questions, just ask. You hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, it's works that way too. Obviously, you can reach out to him. They were just commenting on the YouTube videos and some other stuff, just kind of curious about how it goes. And like, for example, I needed a parking pass for this Sunday or this Monday. I put something out on social media. I have a friend that is handicapped that could not get a pass. So the team is officially sold out for the game, and they're also
Mm-hmm.
sold out of parking. So the other parking is in the cash lot off of Jericho, not too far from the highway, and the dude's handicapped. So it's going to be tough for him to come in and do that. So reached out online, put a request out there. Guy replied, said, "Yep, got you a pass, no problem. Send me $75 on PayPal, and I'll take care of it." Complete scam, man. Total complete scam. Ripped off my buddy.
What?
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's just
Oh,
I I should have known better, but I have had a ton of fans reply back. It's like, "Yeah, I got you. We can, not a problem."
yeah, yeah.
And this person, you know, I forwarded it to my buddy, and he took his money and just ran. So I reached back, said, "Hey, it'd be nice if you could refund the money back. If not, I'm just sending a screenshot and letting everyone else out there know, and I'll put it on the video. Block this person and make sure you don't get a chance to have them take money from you, because parking is so hard to freaking find for our games. I almost
Yeah.
want to say, actually, let me pull up on StubHub. In some instances,
Like
it's more expensive than
250,
tickets. Are you serious?
275. Yeah, 275, bro.
What?
Yeah. So while you're looking that up, but that reminds me of the time when, that McDonald's that's right off of
Oh yeah, right by the
I,
Bojangles,
yeah. Is there a Bojangles over there now? I don't
over by
know,
the
but
Shoppers.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that McDonald's is there. You get off the highway, make a left, because what road is
Yep.
that? Uh, anyway, I don't remember what road it is, but you get off the highway, you make that left, and I saw a guy who had at the time it was a platinum parking pass. That's what it was, a platinum parking pass, and he had him in his hand, and I was like, yeah, man, I'll take one of those platinum parking passes, because if you remember back in the day, they were hard cards,
Oh
if
yeah.
you will,
Yeah.
and this thing, he's like, yeah, man, I'll let these things go for 250 for platinum. I'll let it go for 100. And I was like, you know what? Deal. Let's do it. We're on the side of the road like you. I pull into the lot. They said, nope, it's a fake. I got burnt. And I made a post and said, don't ever buy a parking pass off the street, because they can make these things look identical
Yeah.
to what you would normally get. And so that's another reason why, the NFL venues went to paperless tickets and mobile entry, because so many people were scamming those tickets. So, so yeah, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man. I'm still trying to find a pass for my boy. Like, he's just the Northwest handicap cart will not go all the way out there because it's not their property.
Not the
So they
property.
won't pick him
Yeah.
up. Typically, okay,
Dang.
I get him a pass in another lot, then we get the handicap cart to bring him in and he's good. But
Hmm.
they're not going to do it. But so I'm looking online right now. The cheapest pass is a buck 45. And some people are going to say, "Hey, Tailgate, why'd you think they'd sell you the pass for that much money?" It's like, well, because the passes are 50 bucks face value, right? So I've
Yeah.
had people sell me passes for face value, even though they're going for more than that online. So I thought that this
Hmm.
person was just doing me a solid. Nah, that they scammed my boy. It is what it is. So for those of you out there looking, be careful. And actually, it looks like, yeah, someone else got scammed by this same person. So right, I'm just letting people
No,
know. Just watch
don't
out,
do it.
right?
Don't do it. And
It is too good to be true.
yeah, that's another reason why I don't allow people to sell anything on my Rally Captain fan page on Facebook, because you know once you get burnt, people say, "Well, you're running this page. I'm coming to you for my money," and it's like,
Yeah.
well, no. So that's why if we see anybody selling anything on my page, and it could be legit, but you just can't take that chance. Everybody isn't honest, and once again, here we are talking about how someone did a fellow fan dirty, if they're even a fan.
Yeah, I don't even know. Could be some freaking bot out of someplace. But after diving into it, I mean, just be careful out there, guys. I know a lot of you all are coming out to the game. A lot of people just aren't sure what they're doing. You could take ride share, you could take Metro. I mean, shoot, Mrs. Tailgate's taking an Uber there. And that's just because I don't really have room for her in the van because it's packed. But
Mm.
B, I'm going to be out there a lot earlier than she wants to be. It'll be a 12-hour day for me, and really don't think she's going to want to sit out there for 12 hours. I don't know anyone that wants to be out there for 12 hours other than you and me, and you won't be out there for that long. You have a longer
Mm-mm.
ride going home than I do, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
man, you had to bring that up. But okay. I mean, I was just getting into the football spirit of things, and now you talk about my ride home. I mean, God dog, bro.
All right, well, going back to the football spirit. So, did you get a pass for the Super Bowl era jerseys that are coming out this Saturday at the team store?
I saw the email, but I didn't get a pass because, bro, I want my name on my jersey, and
I hear you.
so I've told you I will never buy, and when I say never, I will never buy another jersey without my name on it. I know I'm not going anywhere. A player will, so that's just how it is.
Yeah, I want to get one, and I also talked to the team about helping me get a custom Super Bowl era jersey with my name on it because your name and my name will not fit on the back of a jersey,
It
right?
will
That's
not.
just so they have to be custom done. And story for the day on how I got mine taken care of. I just part of me, it's like, all right, well, I kind of want to get a Jaden jersey, the Super Bowl era ones, because I really think that the Super Bowl era white is going to be eventually our white jersey. I just think they're
Yeah,
going to get rid of the white one we
agreed.
have now, and this one will take over. So I sent a text to my boy who lives in Delaware, who's a season ticket holder, because he's up in Delaware. He's not coming down until Monday. I was actually surprised on how many players' numbers they are doing. Let's see if you can guess how many of the players are actually in the Super Bowl era jersey that you can get rid of, that you can
Mhm.
buy.
I'm gonna say nine. Nine.
Damn, man. You got a bug on my text messages? Yeah, it's 9. Can you
Is it
give me,
really?
it's 9. Can you give me the numbers or the players
No,
whose
no,
jerseys?
I cannot.
All
I
right.
cannot.
So for those wondering, you can get a Sandra still, you can get a Debo, you can get a Lattimore, a Luvu, a Jaden, a McCaffrey, a Terry, a Bill, or a Bobby.
Hmm.
So I'm actually shocked that they have all of those players in that Super Bowl era jersey. Now, I don't know if that's what's going to be available at the team store. They also said quantities are limited and
Hmm.
they're not listing who you can buy. So I just asked my boy, give me a list of like the top 3 you want to get. And then I will go down that list and see what's in your size. For you, let's just say it's for Mrs. Rally, since you don't want to buy one.
Okay.
Who would be your top 3 players to get out of that list? And then I'm going to give you mine.
So give me the names again.
So you got Sandra still, you got
Mhm.
Debo, you got Lattimore, Luvu, Jaden, Luke, Terry, Bill, or Bobby.
So I can tell you because she took a picture with Debo, that'll be one. Jaden, obviously, and probably Terry.
Yeah, so Debo worries me. So he's not going to be on my list because he's on a contract year, right?
Hmm.
I'm done with the one and done jerseys, right?
Okay.
So for me, it's going to be Mikey because he's going to be here for a while, hopefully, right?
Great parents, by the way. Parents are great. I met his parents in LA.
Oh, nice. Yeah, actually, I met his pops in Detroit when we were up there for the playoff game.
Hmm.
Cool dude. It's got to be Jaden, obviously, just because it's Jaden.
Yeah.
But then the other one, I'm torn, right? Because Terry's under contract till 26. But after that, I don't know what's going to go on with him. And especially after this last contract holdout and everything else, I don't know. Wagner's going to be gone probably in a year. You can't pay me to rock a Lattimore jersey, even though we had a good game last week. So I'm thinking maybe Bill, but
Okay.
I need to see more out of Bill, right? Because I think Chris Rodriguez is hurt right now, a little banged up. So Bill should get some more carries this week. But
Hmm.
I was kind of torn on that third one, right? It's definitely going to be Mikey and Jaden, but that third one, because I also don't think Luvu's going to be here for the next 3 years. And like you, I'm sick and tired of buying jerseys That's why I just have Tailgate Ted. But if I have to get one, which no one's forcing me to, but
Right.
I kind of want to rock. Because if I'm walking around Spain, I'm not walking around Spain on my Tailgate Ted jersey, right? I kind of
You're
want to.
not?
Nah, I mean for the game, yeah. But if I'm walking around Madrid, hanging out, going to eat some tapas, I'm not gonna. I mean, that's just gonna be
Well,
kind of.
you shouldn't be rocking a jersey anyway. You should be rocking some gear, not a jersey.
I mean, I don't know, man. I wouldn't mind, supporting to see what I got going
Okay.
on, changing the
All
outfits
right.
up.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm thinking it'd be a
I mean,
Bill jersey.
you got to get you some gear, bro. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
Where's your drip?
I
Where's your drip?
I
Come on,
I
man.
got a shirt on here. I got a shirt. We'll see how it goes. I but let's just say it's expensive to buy new shit.
It is. It really is. But you tailgate Ted though, man. I mean, come on, Ted.
And I still have to pay for my gear and I don't get a discount. So just like you got to pay for all yours and you don't get a discount. So if you guys are out there on Saturday, I'll be there at 10 a.m. And everyone that signed up should have got a notice in their email.
Yeah.
And there's actually a ticket that you have to show them that, this is my time slot to come in. So should be good, man. I'm looking forward to getting out there and just being at the stadium and not actually doing something and working, just kind of hanging out with everybody ahead of time. It kind of reminds me of 2/2/22 when we all just got out there and waited for the team store to open up and buy that new merch.
Oh man, that was a cold, chilly morning, but I wouldn't change it for the world. That was a great morning. That's when the infamous "We Are Commanders" came out with the farmers jingle that I did, and everybody's like, "You're going to get sued for using that jingle," and I said it was never supposed to even get out like that, but it did, and so hey,
I
it
mean,
is
you know
what
how
it is.
everyone is, man. They always got something silly to say and reply back with. But that was just, man, we tailgated that morning. We had a whole griddle set up. David cooked all the breakfast. We had a TV set up so we could watch the Today Show.
Yeah.
And let's see. So I think we could watch this live. Let's see if I got this clip.
We are the Commanders.
So I do need to get the Craig Melvin laughing at the end. But it was a fun day, even though we knew
Yeah.
what the name was before it actually got announced. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Chopper Brad. I still
Oh,
can't
that's right.
believe
Yeah.
that
They didn't cover
it
that
got
up.
no, that it got spoiled because they didn't cover up a roll-up banner, right? It wasn't a permanent installment. It was literally a temporary roll-up banner that someone just didn't want to unroll that morning. They put up the night before. It's just,
Tired.
I don't know.
They were tired, bro. And
That was the
that was
Three
that,
Stooges outfit that was
that was the
running, man.
previous organization who just, you know, it is what it is. But on a good note, I had to pick up some swag for the rally, uh, for the rally on Sunday, and man, to see the Monday night football trucks out there just made my blood pump even more.
That's nice, man. It's Monday Night Football, and believe it or not, guess who is 6-1 on Monday Night Football?
Who?
Dan Quinn, 6-1 record
Um,
as a Monday Night Football head coach.
that's good stuff,
So
bro. That's good
fingers
stuff.
crossed, he goes to seven
Keep
and
it
one.
going. Keep it going. I
But
tell you what, I
heading,
can't wait.
sure.
I can't wait to get my bracelet, my glow in the dark bracelet, to find out what it's going to do and what it's going to look like for Sunday. I mean Monday. I'm pumped for this, man.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I get one because by the time I get inside, usually all those giveaways are gone. So my guess is it's going to be like when we were in Detroit and they're just
Hmm.
stealing that idea from when we were in
Yeah.
Detroit and they shut those lights down. But I mean,
You know what they're going to
hats
say
off
to
to
you?
ownership. What are they going to say?
They're going to say, no black jersey, no wristband. Sorry.
I mean, I guess I could have two jerseys on and then just trade the other one.
Hey,
But
brother, come on, man. When in Rome, baby. When in Rome. Come on.
I can't, I don't have a black jersey, man. And I don't know. This is wear black and arrive early to get your light up wristband and participate in our pregame light show. And for those wondering, Metro hours will be extended.
It
So
better
if the
be.
game runs beyond Metro service hours, Metro will get you to your final destination at the conclusion of the game. Please make your immediate way to the station. So I don't know, man. It should be a fun game. And they were asking Jaden, they were asking DQ, like, what effect about last year's, Hail Mary game carry over to this year. And they said absolutely nothing. And I agree with them, right? That was last
Yeah.
year. This is this year. It's a completely different head coach for the Bears, right? They got Ben Johnson there, the guy that turned us down because he didn't want to work for a bunch of basketball people, right? And the Bears are 2-2 coming out here. They're coming off of a bye week.
Right.
So I think the Bears historically are 0 and I think they're maybe 1-11 in bye weeks, but none of that matters because this is a completely different coach, right? And it kind of cracks me up when people keep those kinds of stats, but they're coming off a bye, so they had extra time to prepare against us. And for those that don't remember, Ben Johnson was the offensive coordinator whose ass Dan Quinn kicked last year in the divisional round of the playoffs. So best believe he is motivated for some redemption, considering how bad our defense whipped up on those Lions up there last year. And he has been sitting in whatever office he has out there with the lights turned off or the blinds pulled down so no one can bother him, so he can come up with a game plan to make sure it doesn't happen again this time when he's coaching the Bears.
Well, I think it's going to be the same game plan that hopefully not against us, but the way the Giants did to the Eagles, because they whipped their butt last night. But yeah, for us, I'm hoping that we dominate on all aspects of the ball. We really do need to. And so, like you said, he's got some get back inside of him that he wants to get his name back on track, because we hit it earlier this year.
Oh, definitely. And it says here the Bears are 19th in power rankings, pulling into the bye at 2-2 with 2 straight victories to help give Chicago some steadiness with 3 of the next 4 games and 6 of the next 9 away from Soldier Field. The bye week checklist included firming up the offensive line. Last we saw the Bears, they had 2 inexperienced players manning the offensive tackle spots and holding their own, although Darnell Wright is expected back soon. Caleb Williams still has more room to grow, but the protection must be more consistent. Chicago also needs to clean up the penalty frequency, especially on offense, and continue to get healthier on defense. Kyler Gordon and TJ Edwards could be nearing return soon. In week 6, the Bears will have a chance at revenge against the resurgent Commanders who beat them in a heartbreaking fashion a year ago. Right? And the Bears started off 0-2. They lost, I want to say it was to the Vikings. And yeah, they lost to the Vikings 27-24, and they got demolished by the Lions 55-21. So they bounced back against the Cowboys. I want to say they beat them 31-14. Yeah, 31-14. And then they barely beat the Raiders at the end of the game, 25-24. So they've had some time to prepare. They're kind of all over the place.
Well, I got to tell you, man, my biggest thing is that I need people to listen to and understand is that no matter what, they are an NFL team. And I keep hearing people saying, oh, well, we did this last year, which we pretty much took over that game last year until, we didn't. And then we had to do the Hail Mary. But the point I'm trying to make is they're going to be hungry, and people are I feel people are looking past them. Oh, it's the Bears, and last year Jaden had a broken rib, and look what we did. But no, the fact is they have extra motivation to get in here and kick our butt because they were embarrassed last year. And I don't care.
I mean, their season ended last year after we beat them.
Right. Their team was in upheaval. I mean, it was terrible, and so they're looking at this as a get right game, and they don't want to be rudderless. They need to straighten their ship. So why not do it here at our home stadium? That's their thought process is. So we can't look past them.
No, we definitely can't look past them. I literally looked past the Falcons, completely forgot that we were freaking playing them.
Exactly. Yep. And that's my point. Yep.
Right. And I don't think that DQ and Joe Witt and freaking Kingsbury are doing that this week. It says here the Bears Thursday injury report. The Bears did not practice on Thursday, so participation is an estimation. I don't know why they didn't practice on Thursday. I do know the Commanders were off today, so they didn't practice today. But looking at the Bears report, they had a DB, a defensive lineman, a running back, and Darnell Wright, their offensive lineman, did not practice. Right? They had a couple of guys that were limited. So Jonah Jackson limited with a rib. Their other offensive lineman is banged up with an elbow. So fact of the matter is they got extra days to prepare. I don't want to say I don't care about the Bears. I feel like if we are good, then we are fine, right? It's just as long as we handle our own stuff and we don't have to worry about it. The big question going into this week, I'd say, is how is Noah? How is Terry? And is Cosme coming back? And it sounds like Cosme's not going to come back until probably the Cowboys game. So you'll get to see him out there in Dallas. Speaking of Dallas, on a tangent, did you see that Jerry Jones flicked off a bunch of fans? And he said he was trying to give them a thumbs up.
It's the thumbs up. You know, you see,
Yeah. Those that don't know, Jerry
arthritis.
Jones, Jerry said he meant to give them a thumbs up, but he accidentally gave them a middle finger. Like, how do you get those two fingers mixed up? Right. So who's going to believe that other than Jerry has, like you said, Jerry's got dementia. And a lot of people probably think he does, considering some of the moves he's made, or he really just meant to flick them off. And I honestly think he just meant to flick them off, but he did get fined for it. But the guy's got more money than freaking anyone. So who cares about that? I just thought it was kind of funny that happened. But, right, is Noah going to be ready? And is Terry going to be ready? And this is actually DQ this past Wednesday talking about it.
Update on what you expect from Terry and Noah specifically in practice today and then this week.
You'll see Noah out at practice today. Terry won't. And then with the extra day, we'll just kind of work our way through with Terry to see where we're at and just kind of watch as we're going through it with he and Noah both.
So as of Thursday's practice, Terry was a DNP. Chris Rodriguez was a DNP. Debo was also a DNP. So Debo, it says heel and rest, NIR, non-injury rest. Terry still was quad. Chris Rodriguez was his calf. Limited was John Bates. Limited was Noah Brown. Sam Cosme was a full participant. Jaden was also listed as a full participant with his knee. But I'm not worried about Jaden. I'm not worried about John or Debo. Noah, just because he's Mr. Glass, I don't know what to expect from that guy. I don't know if he's going to be out there or not. Chris Rodriguez, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully Noah.
Hopefully Noah gives us 2 tutties. That's what we just give us 2 tutties and go sit down. That's all we need.
I'll have to check his FanDuel score. I lost, not gonna lie, I lost money on the Eagles last night. I did think they were going to win that game. I don't know anyone listening to this that thought the Giants.
Yeah.
So I need to make up for that and try and regroup my FanDuel account. But Terry was seen walking with the team, did not practice. They're not practicing today. Is Terry going to participate on Saturday and be good for Monday? Maybe. Luckily, they've got an extra day. I'm just not holding my breath that we're actually going to see him in his battle black on Monday night.
I'm sure he wants to get back out there because he was the star of the show that Monday last year on the primetime game. So I'm sure he's trying to duplicate it. So question for you, since we're going to be in all black, when are we going to have our pink game, our breast awareness game? Because if I'm not mistaken, we're on the road for the rest of the month.
So I don't think they do breast cancer awareness anymore.
Well, not
it's just
pink
it's just
campaign.
cancer. It's just like a cancer game. So that's a good question, man. I'm not too sure when we're doing it at that point because we're on the road for a while.
Yeah.
Right. We're not back until the November 2nd game against the Seahawks. So
I mean, unless we do it then. So maybe I might just wear pink and black for Monday's game. I keep saying Sunday, forgive me, for Monday's game because it is. And Jaden had on pink cleats, so they're well aware of it. So, but he switched out of them once he slipped and fell. So here we are now back at home. I think I'll be the one, and you guys be the trendsetters to wear pink and black.
Let me see if I
don't think we have a think cancer game unless it's in November, the first week of November.
Let's see here. I don't see one. This is from last year. So yeah, I'm not seeing them do one. So yeah, It's a good question. Because, I mean, usually we'll see that sorority out handing out pins. Who knows?
Mhm.
Maybe they're going to do that on top of it. I don't see any announcements for it. I know that they are honoring the Navy, are
Mhm.
proud to honor the
Two-
250th anniversary
250.
of the
Yeah.
Navy during the game. So a game ball delivered by retired Navy SEAL and local hero Jason Redman. I'm not sure
Just
if the guy's going to be jumping out of a helicopter and doing the parachute thing like last time, but
Mhm.
should be fun anyway. But yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
question, man. I'll have to ask him when I see him tomorrow when I'm out at the stadium.
Definitely.
But the Bears are on 19th on this list, and I think you know where this is going, right? Where do you think we are on that list? And I think last week we were 11th, and we did win. So plus or minus, let's just say 2. Where do you think we are this week?
Uh, what were we last week again?
I want to say we were 11th last week.
11. Okay, so plus it. I want to say we go down to 8 or
8?
9, 8 or 9, 8 or 9. Yeah,
All right.
it's my final answer.
So you got it. We are at 9 this week. So we went
Oh,
down 2 spots. It says here, if you're a Commanders fan, this was exactly the kind of performance you wanted to see from Jaden Daniels after the face of the franchise missed 2 games. It was also the kind of defense I wasn't sure Washington was capable of playing. But by
mm,
golly, from the Quentin Johnson fumble on, the unit was locked in. Furthermore, this was a breakout game for Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt, who went from contributor to undisputed RB1, even after the rookie's fourth quarter fumble. The Commanders kept feeding him, which told me they believed in the 24-year-old who goes by Bill. There have been some bumpy parts to the road so far this season, but the Commanders are sitting at 3-2 and suddenly in good shape again after their first road triumph of the season. A tough pack of
mm.
games is in front of them, but it feels like they're back on the upswing after a statement win. So we win this game. I actually think it puts us in first place in the NFC East.
First place is wide open. Wide open.
So it's kind of crazy to think. I mean, it's way too early. And you
It
got
is.
fans going back and forth. And to me, to look at the standings right now, it's just, you're going to get burned out, right? I don't typically worry about that stuff until like Thanksgiving, personally.
Yeah,
But hey,
end of November. Yeah.
yeah, to each their own. But technically, if all goes well, we'll be 4-2. The Eagles will be 4-2. The Eagles will have 2 losses. We'll have like 2 straight losses. We'll have 2 straight wins. And trying to remember who the Eagles played earlier this year. So the Eagles don't have any division games other than that Giants. So the Eagles will be 0-1 division. So we will own. Actually, no, the Eagles play the Cowboys earlier. So they'll be 1-0 in the division. They're 1-1 in the division,
One and
and we're
one.
1-0. So we have the tiebreaker over them since we don't have any division losses at this point. But
Our time is coming.
I know that I want to say the last NFC East repeat winner was over 20 years ago. So obviously
That's
that's a
crazy.
stat people, keep bringing up and keep
Oh
thinking
yeah.
about. Right. And
No repeats.
it's great to see the Eagles implode. It was awesome. I don't know if you watched the game last night, but just seeing Hurts being apart from his wide receivers and just seeing all of the like dysfunction that's going on over there. But those that don't
Hmm.
remember, this happened last year with AJ Brown reading a book on the sideline and they turned it around. Right. So
Yeah.
it's way too early to call them,
A lot of football left.
yeah, so much football left, but it was just so great to see Scatterboo just running people over, right?
Yeah.
And Jackson Dart doing what he's doing, knowing that, okay, yeah, we got to play them again in December up there, but just to have the Phillies lose and get kicked out of the baseball playoffs last night, and then also have the Eagles get their butts whooped on prime time, man, it felt good. I was going to tweet something out there, but I figured somebody would reply back with my video at the Hard Rock, so I just let it go.
Mm. It's so funny you said Hard Rock because as soon as I say something about a rally or whatever, oh, you mean like you guys did at the Hard Rock? It's like, come on, Philly fans, get off of it already. But they can't.
No,
They
they
can't.
can't, man. It cracks me up. But this will be the fourth straight time we're playing Chicago. And we talked about it last week or 2 weeks ago against the Falcons. Like, might as well move Chicago and Atlanta into our freaking division because we play them every freaking year now.
Every year. I mean, so I know we won 3 of the last 2. Did we lose? Yeah, we lost that in 20, what was it, 16?
Let me see because I remember them kicking our butts at Northwest Stadium with kind of it was not pretty, right? So let me see here. 2024, we beat them 18-15. In 2023, they whooped us 40-20.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. In 22, they lost 7-12. That was I want to say that was the game that we were at Soldier Field, that night game where Carson Wentz was in. And then they beat us in 9. So 22, 23, 24, yeah, it's 25. So they are what? 2-1
On the overall series.
Yeah. So, like we said before earlier, none of that matters, right? This is a whole new team, whole new regime, right? And Caleb, he's doing better this year, right? He's got 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but one thing in our favor is he is holding the ball longer than any quarterback in the league. His time to throw is over 3 seconds. So I do think we can get after his ass. I do think that Dorrance Armstrong, and I was going to actually look to see what the bet was for Von Miller to record a sack, because for some reason I couldn't put it in that day, but I know I could do it a couple days ahead of time. But I do think they're going to sack his ass. I do think we're going to do more zone going against him, so Caleb's going to have to hold that ball a little bit longer than he normally does.
Unless he just throws it up there.
And he's done that, right? He's definitely had some turnover-worthy plays and coughed the ball up. The person that worries me from Chicago's side of things right now is Roma Dunze. Roma Dunze is playing really well for them. Their wide receiver that they drafted.
Right.
The same year that they had drafted Caleb. And the guy's, he's got 5 touchdowns so far this season.
He's balling.
On top of that, they got our old friend OZ, Olamide Zaccheaus, over there.
Zaccheaus, yeah.
And DJ Moore is no one to freaking scoff at either. So it'll be interesting to see what our secondary can do, because everyone kept talking about the defense is back. The defense is back. We beat up, let's be real, we beat up a Chargers team that was missing a bunch of offensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
So what can we do against the Bears team that hasn't protected Caleb the most? But the thing is, when Caleb is outside the pocket, he actually does well. When he's in the pocket, he does worse.
Right. Yeah.
So how are we going to handle this week going up against a team that's not as banged up as the Chargers were? I'm not too sure what to expect. What do you think?
Hey, man, mano a mano, man, and don't let your foot off the neck. That's the only way. They got to do what they got to do is step in. And like I said, I want to see more rotations, as I saw for the Chargers game. I mean, because they were clearly making rotations. And I think that's what, going back a couple games for the Atlanta game, I didn't see that many substitutions. So I'm hoping that's what we need to kickstart this thing and let these guys know we mean business.
Yeah. The good news is the Bears are giving up a ton of yards on the ground. They are 31st in run defense, giving up 164 yards on the ground a game. And one thing we like to do is run the damn ball right now. I mean, if we can control, it's so weird. We are losing in time possession, but we are kicking ass in run yardage, which I don't know what to make of, right? To me, that is such an odd stat for that to actually have, considering usually if you're running the ball, you're controlling time possession. For us, that's not the case. For whatever reason, I think Dan Quinn said you're doing so well on first and second down that you don't really have a lot of third downs. I don't think that's what's going on. I just think that, other teams are dominating and our defense is maybe tightening up at the end. But for you, what do we have to do to make sure you're getting 2 victory stakes this week? So is it like if you miss a victory stake a week, do you just roll them over?
No, I can't eat that much, and I don't want to put it in the refrigerator. I want to be able to eat it while it's hot. You know what I mean? I don't want to air fry it afterwards or put it in the microwave. I want to be able to eat it while it's hot, like my
So I'm
Krispy
not
Kreme
saying
donuts.
buy it and then stick it in the microwave. I'm saying like, okay, we have 3 wins right now, so you should technically have 3 victory steaks. You haven't had a
Hmm.
chance to have them. So do you kind of have like a victory steak budget saying, okay, I'm still owed 2 victory steaks. I'm going to get one now and I'll get one on like Thursday next week.
No, it's just gonna be big enough to encompass all three of those games.
That's a big ass steak, man.
That's right. I'll take it.
All right, save some of that for when I'm with you in Kansas City. And,
Oh
I'll have
yeah.
some of those scraps and we'll just go that
Oh,
way.
oh,
I'm
oh
worried
yeah.
about your heart. Right.
And speaking of Kansas City, this is a little. We're gonna have a rally for Kansas City, so stay tuned for that. Just a little teaser.
I can't wait, man. I'll be there. Put me to work. It'll be a good time.
Yeah.
But from a running perspective, we are first in the league with 156 yards on the ground yards per game. Right.
Bill, man,
So
he's doing it.
he is. And I was actually trying to look at Bill's props, considering where we are right now, rushing wise. We're 4.5 point favorites in this game. So
Hmm.
that worries me a little bit, knowing that they're favoring us by that much.
So
But
you're not gonna go back to how it used to be back in the day when, oh man, we don't play well in prime time. You're not going back to that, are you?
man, it's such a different team. It's such a different regime. Are people still talking about that?
I don't think they're talking about it, but that was a talking point back in the day. We just don't do well in primetime games. 8 o'clock, 1 o'clock, we're fine. 4 and 8:30, we just don't do well. And so now here we are. The rubber meets the road.
I mean, I trust me, we all remember those days, right?
Yeah.
We don't have a 1 o'clock game again, I think, until Christmas. So,
Jeez.
Mrs. Tailgate is planning our weekends and like Sundays. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not free. Well, now technically Sunday, I'm free until about 4 o'clock.
Hmm.
All right. So, and looking at the rushing props, okay, it's saying Bill over 63 and a half yards. Right.
Mm.
And honestly, for us to win this game, Bill better hit that over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Time of possession. Got to get a good top.
yeah. Time of possession, we are 28th in the league with 27 minutes. Right. That's just,
Mm.
you can't do that. Right. You can't have that. They're 16th with 30 minutes. It goes back to our guys just getting tired and going back to what you had talked about, having to
Hmm.
rotate guys in and out and keep them fresh. So for you, who on offense and who on defense needs to have their A game so they can wear that rally chain after the game?
I'm going to say I I I got to go with QB1. It starts with him. He's got to continue to do well. Um, and for defense, I have to go with I got to go with Wagner. He's the captain on defense, putting everybody in position. Now, my honorable mention for offense is going to be I want to say Jalen Lane.
Okay.
I need him to have a good game because now everybody's looking for Luke. Look, you can't hide Luke anymore. Luke is in the forefront, so it's time for somebody else to get some touches unexpectedly, if you will. And then for defense, I'll mention, hey, Lattimore, you're still kind of in the hot seat, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta step up because Caleb can throw the ball. What about you?
Yeah. So for me on offense, it's Bill, right? If
Mm,
Bill can do what he needs to do and we can continue to be first in the league in rushing, then it's just going to open things up for Jaden, right? It's just going to I don't want to say the pressure off, but it's going to be second and manageable, third and manageable, right? Just knowing what the young kid can do and what he was able to do. The
hmm.
Bears, they're giving up yards on the ground, right? Let's just punch them where they're weak, right?
Well,
So, shoot.
what I'm afraid of is that's what people keep saying, and for whatever reason, they bolster the defense to stop the run, what's going to be Cliff's backup plan, if you will? Because we've heard it. They can't stop the run. They can't do this, and so now we kind of play down, if you will. But then they stuff us for whatever reason. What's our next game plan? But you're in the middle of saying something, and I apologize. Go ahead, sir.
No. I mean, to me, okay, we've seen Jaden how many times call out of a play, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they load that box, he's just going to check to something else, and he's going to hit someone over the top and do what he needs to do to change that play to put us in the best spot. I just go back to preseason where Jaden called that freaking, fly pattern and scored that touchdown on an audible, right? The young man knows his playbook like the back of his hand, and I'm not worried about it. But we have to keep them honest, right? We cannot let the Bears just pin their ears back and come after 5, because no matter what anyone says, they are motivated to win this game, right? I understand it's a new coach, it's a new team, blah, 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 but they got embarrassed by us last year with that play. I don't know how many times we've seen the videos of you cheering from your perspective, from that Hail Mary touchdown and everyone else, and they don't want that to happen again. So they've got some extra motivation on their end to make sure that that doesn't happen. So to me, if Bill does what he needs to do, that's just going to make it easier for Jane to do what he needs to do and not have to put on that cape, right? Joe Witt talked about no capes. That was a problem he saw with our 2 losses. People were doing more than they should, or more than they need to, and not being in their positions. And I don't think we need 5 to put a cape on, right? If 22 can carry some of that load, then we're good. And then for me on defense, man, I need Duran to do something this week and step up in that interior, get some interior rush, and give other guys a chance to get there and really just shut down Caleb, because the young man is able to pick people apart if he has enough time. We just can't give him time.
No. Yeah, we got to keep him in the pocket. Definitely don't let him squirt out. Keep him in the pocket.
I mean, good news is he's not a huge run threat like Herbert was, but he does have legs, right? And if he needs to use them, he will. This is a homecoming game for that kid, but I'm also hoping, right, the fans step up, right? Just giving my extra one on top of that, since you gave yours, it's our jobs to make sure that they understand that those primetime game jinxes, all that other BS, no, this is a home field advantage. This is our atmosphere, and you're only coming to our house on primetime Monday night and embarrassing us. We're going to let you guys know what you're going to have to deal with from the second the freaking pregame light show where you get your wristband and I probably don't get mine because I'm not wearing my black jersey, happens to everything else, man.
We got to get you a black jersey, bro. But anyway, yeah, man, I it's going to be exciting. It really is, because the whole world's going to be watching. We're the only show that's
There's actually
playing.
2 games on. There's 2 Monday night games. Yeah.
Oh.
Which kind of pisses me off, right?
Yeah.
I kind of wish that we were the only Monday night game, but there's a second Monday night game. Let's see here this week. And
I thought we were going to be the only team on.
I was hoping we were the only team. I'm wondering, let me see if I can pull up who it is. The Bills and the Falcons are the 7:15 game in Atlanta. Okay. So that game will be done early. So you can just flip over to us.
Yeah.
Hopefully Josh Allen kicks their butt. But this was Jaden talking about the atmosphere and what he's expecting on Monday.
A Monday night game coming up at home, wearing the black alternates. What kind of atmosphere are you expecting at home?
It'll be the first Monday night that I experience at home, so hopefully, we're packed out. Everybody's out there in the black, and, we show them the home crowd advantage.
I'm trying to see the last time we played at home on Monday night. I don't even remember anymore. I mean, so it's obviously pre-Jaden, so I probably don't want to remember the last time that happened. So let's see here. I don't have a listing, but hey, all I know is I'm going to be there. You're going to be there. The game's going to be sold out. The parking lots are opening extra early. I am worried about A, running out of food, and B, having too much food, if that makes sense, because Usually people arrive late for Mondays, and I literally just had a guy text me saying, "Hey, I'm going to look at the radar before I figure out if I'm coming out or not." I'm like, that does me no good, man. I got to buy the damn food. So you looking at the radar tells me that you ain't coming.
If it comes down to that, I'll have my rain suit ready. Regardless, I'm just ready to get this thing on. Because fanfare is enough. It's time to nitty gritty, get down to business.
Yeah, it's gonna drive me crazy because I'm gonna be up at 6 a.m. on Monday, like I normally am, going to buy dry ice and everything else, and then just sitting there waiting to leave to go to the stadium. So I got to figure something out in the meantime so I don't burn out too early. But looking forward to catching you all out there for this Monday night matchup.
Definitely. So, hey, who we riding out with, taking us out with the music today?
Oh yeah, man. So we got Black Boo has this song that he does for I want to say PGC each week. So typically, since we record on Wednesday, we don't get a chance to play it. But since we're recording on Friday today, I want to make sure you guys get a chance to hear this. And we're actually going to have the music video up on the YouTube, so you can watch that too. So if you guys get a chance, make sure you follow him on Instagram. It's Mr. Alfred Duncan. He's the guy from Mumbo Sauce who did that Welcome to DC song, among a bunch of other ones too.
Yeah.
So I'll turn it up at the end so everybody can hear it.
Can't wait to hear this track. But hey, as always, the music is playing in the background, which brings us to an end. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you Monday night. Or actually, I'm sorry, we're going to see you first Sunday night at the rally Sunday afternoon, and then we'll see you Monday night for the blackout. Taking us out, Black Boo, Rally Captain Tailgate Ted. We'll see you next time.
Daddy, I can't believe the Commanders won.
Well, please believe it, baby girl, because they are going to win a lot more.
First things first to my squad on the field. You know the deal, DMV for life, we remain true. We finally get a chance to see a better you. Back to DC, now that Josh make the deal. For real, showing proof that he know how to lead. Let the new field be the best in the league. Talk to me now. One time for my DMV sisters, one time for my DMV bros. They claims can't tell the difference. One time for the people who know. Don't doubt us, we don't ever be fake. 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 No owners and we here right now. You can see that we doing a new thing. Searching through the memories of where we used to be last year. One win away from the big game, but we ain't satisfied. We ain't finished this job, so we approach every game like who wants smoke. We approach every team like you want smoke. I can see it in your face that you don't know that you're dealing with a winner and every year contender. I ain't gotta lie about it. They thought we was delusional when we was talking Super Bowl. Now they can't list the top teams without us. But now when I think about the energy and the whole team working off of chemistry, I feel a little bad for our enemies. But in my memories, they offended me. They don't deserve peace. One time for my DMV sisters, one time for my DMV bros. They claims can't tell the difference. One time for the people who know. Don't doubt us, we don't ever be fake. Don't doubt us, we don't ever be fake. Don't doubt us, we don't ever be fake. Don't doubt us, we don't ever be fake.